Hello guys, welcome back here with us. So for tonight we are going to build, implement an app, mobile app in React Native, and it is called Achille, and it is open source. You can find it on my GitHub. And it's very basic for now. It doesn't really contain anything anything special. And for tonight, I was going to focus on the what's called the auth. So login page, sign up, and etc. The we have it connected to Firebase. So I did connect it to this Firebase instance, and I think I already did something to enable the authentication. I think yes. Sign in method. Oh, we have email, password, and Google. Okay, should be enough. Let's see. This is the application. The first page that will open is this one. So it's very basic, which I already said. Let's try to add the Firebase authentication to it. So the application is React Native, and for now it is just the app.tsx, which has Redux provider, theme provider from styled components, Sapphire. This one is just to be sure that in iOS you will not have overlapping corners. Navigation container, and this one is from the React navigation library. And then we have the routes set up like that. Initial route is obviously the login. And app routes, which are defined here. We have home routes. Yeah, for now, just a subbing. And the interesting one are the auth routes. So we have it divided in feature package. We have home, and which we don't really care for now. And then we have the auth routes inside this package here. And inside it, we have constants, locales, so translations, navigation. We have some navigation function to other screens. And in the routes, we have the definition of the screens that are related to some routes. Here in the index.ts, we define the ID of the route and the component to be drawn. So the first route, as we said, is the login, and indeed is going to, the application is drawing a label username input field, label password input field. And then we have this login. Okay. So last one. Hello. Yeah, we already we just started the bro. Welcome, and we are working on the Achille app, which is a mobile app for fitness. But it's very basic. Just started it last month. I started it and never had many times to dedicate to it. So yeah, very basic. So for now we have username, password, and then we have this button here that for now on press will lead the user to home screen, but instead we want to on the press of this button we want to trigger the Firebase app with this email and this password. So first of all, we might want to use states. So we might want to use some React state, and we want maybe this one. React use state. Add the import. Then it breaks, of course. Use state doesn't exist. Before. We didn't import the React modules. Now we did, so should be fixed. And then we have password. And here we have of course. You break and fix. It's the normal routine for a dev, right? So we have these input fields, which are custom components. I just created a wrapper out of the text input from ReactNative. I did this because if in the future I want to set some styles to all my text inputs, I just need to change this file. It's pretty useful. So for now we want to have a property here because maybe we just want to pass the text content to the input field because we have it in the React state. So we can do that. Just add a property, content username, content password. Let's add this to the content, which can be nullable. So if you pass, if you don't pass the content, it will just be empty string. Like this content. And let's see which is the property from, value, right here. Password field is actually another field. So maybe we just want to, because this one basically adds secure text entry field, property to the input field. So we want to have the stars. When I'm typing password here, I can see only stars. But maybe we can do it much simpler and just adding the input field properties inside the password field properties, because it's basically an input field. So I want to add each of the input field properties to the password as well. So we should do like this: input field props and other property, which placeholder, yeah, I can. Also placeholder comes from input field, but now I'm looking that we have a text content type which is fixed in the password field, so I will remove this and not doing that, but simply add content inside password. Okay. Contents, and also here we have value. Oh, of course, it's content. Okay, let's try to test it. So when we render the components, we also set username. So let's try my username. Now we're drawing. Too many renders. Okay, I see. So this is because every time you set a React state, it will render the component. So yeah, just do that inside a user effect. Should be it. Yes. So like that, it will render only when the username changes. And yeah, this will break the re-render problem. Okay, so we have a state, working state, and now we want to, on pressing of this login button. So let's create a function here and login. We want to call it when the login button is pressed. And inside here, first of all, we log username and password. Username, password. Okay, this one can cancel it. Let's see. So my user, why it's not writing? Oh, I see. I'm writing the username, but every time it cancels it. So it The reason is that every time I write, it will render, and the input field here is never, the content is never updated. We are never calling set username. And so it will blank the field, empty the field every time. To fix that, we want to have something like this on change. So when the input field content changes, we want to call this function, and we want to, let's see, the onChange should be called with a value, so new value, and we want to set username from this value. And the same thing we do for the password field, and we call this one. Okay. Now we need the onChange here. And let's see if there is, yeah. There's the native, ReactNative. Oh, sorry for the word twisting. There is the ReactNative text input property onChange that will do exactly what we want. So let's see what's in the event. Native event text, maybe it's this one, or maybe target. Let's see like this. So we want to call the onChange function. One bracket. Okay. Let's copy this to the password field. Change. Okay. So let's try this. Okay. Now it is not deleting the username field. Let's try with password. Same thing. And yep. Yeah, it works. Perfect. So we now have this end login, and we have username and password here. Maybe we want to create a user here, just to be sure that we have a test data. So let's highlight my name. For password, I just add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6 character. Okay. So for now, we need what is Firebase? Also, Firebase is a Google product that will help you with your web or mobile app. It will give you authentication out of the box. It will give you database. You can set up a database here and analytics. Many things related to the app lifecycle, A/B testing, remote config, a lot of things, and all of this with I'm not doing sponsorship of Firebase, but it has a convenient free tier, and you can basically use all of this with no money. Very useful. And the pricing, you can see the Firebase pricing. The free tier is very high. So you have 10 SMS sent, okay, but it's not. Monthly active user, 50K per month. So it's basically a lot. If you have more than 50K monthly active user, you have the money to pay the Blaze plan here, for example. So you have 1 gigabyte of stored data, 10 gigabytes of network, egress, etc. etc. You have a lot of things. Oh, yeah. I think that this is Firebase is very good for mobile app because you have a lot of out of the box product that will work. For a FreeDB for game projects, yeah, it can work too because you have the something like Firestore DB. But you have to look also for the SDK because this has a good SDK for Android or for iOS programming, and also for backend services, of course. But maybe don't know which framework you are developing in the game. But maybe you want to host your database on, for example, fly.io. And this is, you can launch a container on fly.io, very easy. Just one command line execution, one line of CLI, and you will have your Docker container running on fly.io. And this has also a very useful free tier. Yeah, you have multiple choices. For my app, I choose Firebase also for analytics, which I will integrate in the future. Also for maybe testing, so maybe some experimentation. It's designed for mobile app, let's say so. It's designed for mobile app, and it will help a lot in these cases. So we created the user with fake password. Let's see the Firebase auth docs. Okay. Email addresses and password sign in, web. So look, they have a lot of integration here. For example, they have iOS, Android, web, which is basically JavaScript, Flutter, Unity. Oh, we have Unity too. So for the game, I think this is perfect if you use Unity. And C++. See? Perfect. Yeah, take a look at it. I think it can be worth. So let's see. Add Firebase to your project, and this is already done. We already added the Firebase. Yeah. Also, I have config here, Firebase. If you haven't yet connected your app, I did it. Sign in methods, yes. Create a password-based account. To create a new user, complete the following steps in your app sign up page. The new user create new account by passing in this. Okay. Yeah, we created the user via the application in the dashboard here. So let's jump to the sign in. Sign in a user with an email password. Yes. The steps for signing a user with password are similar to the steps for creating an account. Your app sign-in page do the following. When a user signs to your app, pass the user's email address and password to sign in with email and password. Okay. So very straightforward. Just want to call a Firebase function, and that's it. Let's try it. So the imports are this one. And then we want to get auth. Const auth. Get auth. G9. Call sign in. Okay, Copilot is helping us. Okay, that's basically what we wanted to do. That's right. So let's try with a bad username and password. Error code. API key not valid. Oh. It looks like the API key I stored is not valid. Let me check. I'm checking the Firebase config. Indeed, it doesn't have the API key. So now I should copy it. Let me copy. So Firebase is going to error because the app already exists. Let's try to restart. So now I need the git command your change to tracked files. So because I don't want to commit this API key to GitHub, of course. So we'll do this. Yes. Okay. Should be okay. Okay. Let's try again. Let's open again on Android. Okay. Now it is giving the invalid mail error message, which is nice. It means that is recognizing our Firebase API key. Let's try with our username and password. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. User not found. Let's check again. Oh, missing the dot. Try again. Okay. Now it is working. And it is also returning us the user ID. Oh, user properties, sorry. Yep. So we can say that it is okay. And the sign in works. Now, other things are to be fixed, but I think that for today is enough. Thank you for watching me and goodbye.